And here we're asked to find the exact value of sine of pi over 12. So we're asked to find sine of pi over 12. The first observation that you can make about sine of pi over 12 is that here we have the angle pi over 12 is not one of your special angles. So triangle. So what should you do? Well, in this case, the best way to do it is to try to write this angle in terms of one of the angles in the special triangle. So let me try to do it this way. So we know that the easiest way to do it is probably, so let's write it down, let's write pi over 12 in terms of 4 pi over 12 minus 3 pi over 12, because 4 pi over 12 minus 3 pi over 12 is pi over 12, so we can write it this way, and this angle still has the same value. Also, we know that 4 pi over 12, we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4 to simplify the fraction, and after this division, we're left with pi over 3, fraction 3 pi over 12, we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3, and after simplifying the fraction, we're left with pi over 4. And here we can write pi over 12 in terms of pi over 3 minus pi over 4. Why do we want to do that? Because we know that for the sum and difference formula for trigonometry, for trig, we have that this. So this is a formula that you could either memorize, or if it's given to you on your formula sheet, then you don't need to memorize it. But we know that by the sum and product formula for trigonometry, the sin of a minus b, where a is an angle and b is also an angle, is equal to sin of a cos of b minus cos of a sin of b. So this is one of the formulas for trigonometry. Okay. So in this case, so now for our function, we have sine of pi over 12 is equal to sine of pi over 3 minus pi over 4, because pi over 3 minus pi over 4 is equal to pi over 12. And then we just apply the sum and difference formula, and we have, let's write it down. So let's let a equal to pi over 3, b equal to, okay, let me make my writings more neat. Okay, so let's put it here like this. So let a equals to pi over 3, let b equals to pi over 4, and then we just apply the formula, and we have sine of pi over 12 is equal to sine of pi over 3 cos of pi over 4 minus cos of pi over 3 sine of pi over 4. Alright, this is our formula. Next, let's use our special triangles to figure out the value of sine of pi over 3 and cos of pi over 4 and cos of pi over 3 and sine of pi over 4. So let me draw these two special triangles here. So here we have our first special triangle. Whoopsie. The hypotenuse is 2, it's not root 2. And here our second special triangle, where the hypotenuse this time is root 2. And here we have our angle pi over 4, and here we have our angle pi over 3. Okay, so let's write down, we need to know sine of pi over 3, cos of pi over 3, and our cos of pi over 4, sine of pi over 4. So we know that our cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So for the angle pi over 4, adjacent side is 1, hypotenuse is root 2, so we have 1 over root 2. Simplifying by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by root 2, we get root 2 over 2. Similarly, for the sine of pi over 4, we have opposite, 1 over hypotenuse, root 2, so we have 1 over root 2. After simplifying, root 2 over 2. For the angle pi over 3, we have is opposite over hypotenuse, which is root 3 over 2. For the angle cosine of pi over 3, we have adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 1/2. Okay, so now we have all of our values. Next, we just need to substitute it into the equation above. So again, we have sine of pi over 12 is equal to sine of pi over 3 minus pi over 4, and after you just need to plug the specific values of the sine of an angle and cos of an angle into the equation over here. So first we have sine of pi over 3, which is root 3 over 2, multiplied by cos of pi over 4, which is root 2 over 2. Then we have minus cos of pi over 3, which is 1/2, multiplied by sine of pi over 4, which is root 2 over 2. Alright, so for our next step, we just simplify this expression even further by multiplying the fractions. So first we have, on the numerator, we have root 3 times root 2, which is root 6. Root 6. On the denominator, we have 2 times 2, which is 4. And here on our second term multiplied together, on the numerator, we have 1 times root 2, which is root 2. On the denominator, we have 2 times 2, which is 4. So here we have root 6 minus root 2 over 4, and that is our final answer of sine of pi over 12. Alright? So let's check the sample solution. Sample solution has 2 root 2. Okay, so this is actually the same solution as us, but our solution is simplified and their solution is not. So let's just say, but they are the same value. So let's just say your solution is not simplified, but they're asking us to find the exact value. So technically this is the exact value. So let's just say the solution is not simplified, but it's correct. And let's say the solution is correct. Alright, now let's move on to our next problem, which is a problem which is the